Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, you definitely on the road.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm hearing the
I, yeah, I had to go to a special store to get special items.
oh my god, and how are you doing today?
I'm okay. It's like I could be a little bit better. Unfortunately, I had to take out my eyebrow piercing today, so I was a
Oh,
little bummed out. But my sister came through, got me an IC, so I'm feeling a lot better now.
oh,
And
yes,
yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Just enjoying my day off from my 9 to 5. I go back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So relaxing day. Had to catch them on a bunch of podcast editing, downloading, and all that good shit.
All right.
And yeah, with I stay editing and everything. And you're a lady. I see that you're one that has figured out how to monetize you being a cosplayer. Because I did my research and you on YouTube, you Twitch, OnlyFans. We're gonna touch on all that and stuff.
It's like
And
don't forget Playboy.
yes, Playboy, which I was gonna start with that. How did it feel to be a Playboy bunny?
It's honestly, it's very surreal. I'm still in disbelief. Honestly, um, I'm honestly still in disbelief.
And how did it happen? Tell us about it.
So I was going to a convention called SumiCon in Las Vegas. It was my
Mhm.
first time in Vegas. I also I was originally going for something else, but since I saw that that was going to be applying the same weekend that I was going, and some of my friends were guesting there, I was like, I might as well just go for the Saturday. And on top of that, I was also going to the rave that night, anyways, because of a friend of mine who asked me to be in his music video. They were debuting it at that rave that night, so it just
Ooh.
kind of all came together. But like a day or two before the convention happened, they announced that Playboy was going to be there and scouting around for new bunnies and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I bumped into the talented director when I got there. She said I was very pretty and had a nice personality.
Mhm. Oh, I'm pretty
And
sure.
and she gave me a red envelope which had a QR code and everything I needed to know about being a bunny or just a
Mhm.
part of Playboy itself.
Mhm.
And I applied, I got in because it's invite only.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
They very particular about who they bring in. 'Cause I talked to a couple of them.
yeah, no, I was like, I was surprised, but then again, not really. But I found out as I did it that you start off as a creator, and the more money that you earn, the higher your title will be.
Yeah.
So I had to earn $1,000 to become a bunny, and I did it in like a few days before my 3 month anniversary.
You did it quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's what I'm talking about. So shoot, and two, also you're not the typical Playboy bunny body type. And
Oh
how
yeah,
do
no,
you feel? How do you feel that you're not the typical Playboy bunny and they still wanted you?
it's it gives me hope, not just for myself, but for other people who may have similar body types. Honestly, because okay, fun story. So I ended up ordering a Playboy Bunny outfit, like their official outfit on their site. I
Uh-huh.
got in the largest size, which is an XL, which is what I normally wear, but on some occasions I wear 1X. And for like it, so I put it on, and it definitely made the downstairs look just right, but I actually couldn't zip it up
Yeah,
because of
because
how big my chest is. I couldn't zip it
yes,
up.
yes, 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 people, because you can't see her, she has very big, beautiful boobs. So, and how big are those big, beautiful boobs, babe?
I only discussed that on the Playboy.
See,
It's
say
like
no more.
some things got to be kept secret. I
Oh
mean,
yes,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
just give
because
everything out now, can I?
yeah, they just put it this way: they're big, baby. They big cassava melons. You know what I'm saying? So, and also the fact that you're a cosplay girl, because you don't see a lot of cosplay girls become Playboy bunnies neither.
Actually, so funny thing about that, the other day a Tallington Scout, she actually hit me up with a message saying that, hey, we're making a like a little Discover page spotlight on cosplayers, and she texted me to say that I was on that list as well. So when you go into the Discover page and you slide over some, you'll see a selection just for like a few cosplayers, including myself.
See.
So it's like she's trying her hardest to get more and more cosplayers to join, because cosplaying has become very, very popular. It's become more and more popular.
Yes, especially amongst Black girls.
Oh yeah, and it's a little. So there aren't as many Black women on Playboy, which it doesn't necessarily surprise me, but I'm hoping to see more and more as time goes by.
Oh yeah.
But from what I've seen so far on Playboy, I feel like I'm the biggest one on there from what I've seen. Like I've gone through the pages. I've tried to see if there's anybody else that has a similar size to me, and I have yet to found somebody yet.
Oh no, you still got a sore thumb, baby, because you got lady lumps. You thick. Beautiful thick. I ain't gonna front. Trust me, she make those cosplay. She made those cosplay outfits cosplay. You get what I'm saying, folks? Period.
All natural.
Let's say no more. And with that being said, it's time to smoke it over, people. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know who I am. I'm Captain Officer Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links with one link on mylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. For a sponsor to tell you about. First one being Eroticism Magazine. Next up, blusherotica.com. Also for you candle people, the Kinky Candle Company, and for your legal need, the Queen of Law herself, Mitchell Ferrari from the Queen City. You can find me 5 days out the week in the mornings at fullswatradio.com, as well as skyhawkafterdarktv.com, as well as the BGP LLC app. Now I'm going to step out of the way and let this gorgeous, sexy, voluptuous, busty, cosplayer, gamer, entrepreneur, sexy, goth, vixen introduce herself. Tell who you is, baby.
Hi, my name is SpiderGeMo, and I am a cosplay model, Playboy Bunny, and burlesque dancer.
Oh my God! Yeah. Good night. Well, I love to see you.
Oh, also, I do make my own edibles and oil, so there's also that.
Damn, you wifey material. She make edibles and oils. Oh, we're gonna get into all of that. So, what got you into cosplay?
I've always been a fan of like dressing up and just going out and about, just doing me. But something about it just screams wow. And ironically enough, I think I've always found bits and snips of it here and there growing up, but somehow it finally just came to me. I feel like I call myself an artist, but I myself am the tools, the canvas itself. So I feel like bottling and posing just helps me express what's going on in my mind.
Oh, for sure.
Or a message that I want to help spread that other people may relate to, but they may have lost their voice, or they just don't know how to express themselves as much as I can.
So how much is cosplay about expressing yourself and versus the cosplay itself?
It's as much as you make it. So everybody's different from what they put on their cosplays, and you can tell the different styles too. Like it could be me and 3 other people wearing the exact same cosplay, but how we carry ourselves or how much of a twist that we feel like we want to put on it also play a big role. Like, for an example, I used to wear most of my cosplays with like straight wigs and stuff like that, as it's canonical, but as of lately, I've been wanting to do more and more that helps, it's just like, hey, what if I did, this, what if I made this change to this character to help highlight something, or maybe like an Easter egg or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But on top of that, I've also recently started making my own crochet lock wigs.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
So I've been using that to help express myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I recently did a performance as Storm, a burlesque performance as Storm at KimochiCon, which was probably the best con I've gone to in such a long time. I cannot wait for it again next year. I worked really hard on that wig. It took me days to get it done, but the end piece is just, it's amazing.
Oh yeah, because I was looking at some of your cosplay. My favorite one is the Raven, because you really sex up that Raven.
Oh yeah, Raven's definitely she's one of my favorites, if not my most known. Raven and Storm are definitely my most known. I also sell stickers of me cosplaying those two characters because they're just my comfort characters at this point.
Yeah, because it's like what I like, what especially the sisters do in the cosplay is how they sex it up. You feel me? Because some people play it straight laced. Y'all give it the sex appeal. Period. How much is sexuality involved in this?
In terms of, give me an example real quick.
Like for example, like most girls that might do the Raven, they may not show as much cleavage, as much boob. You feel what I'm saying? Or as much skin, because as you know, the Raven character, she got on like the black onesie with the cape, with the cowl, you know what I'm saying, with the belt, you know what I'm saying? It's sexy, but it's not sexed up.
True, but you do have to remember, at that point, in the show, she was technically a teenager, but, also a demon. So it's just like, but, we're all older. They would all be canonically adults now. Yeah. The same thing with like Sailor Moon. People get upset because somebody may draw them with a drink or anything like that. But you got to remember, like she's older. Yeah, we're all older people. We're all older. The voice actors are older. It's just like.
Now they don't want them to grow up. That's one thing I love about the Japanese animation. They make the motherfuckers grow up. Even with Goku and them, Goku had kids and their kids had kids, and Naruto, and so we're only in America. We don't want none of our cartoon people to grow up.
I think trauma plays a big part in that because, when you're finally expressing things for your inner child, when you express things with your inner child, you're still kind of feeling like you're a kid again, which is fine, but you still have to remember, we're all growing up.
Yeah. And two, let's keep it 100. How many of us geeks like myself always fantasize about fucking ravens? So stop playing.
Yeah, she was a lot of people. She was a lot of people's awakening in Goth girls. Yeah, well, a lot of us had our awakenings when it came to like her, Shigo, Blackfire, Sam from Danny Phantom. It just, the list goes on.
Oh yeah, shit, motherfuckers jerked off. Imagine him in fucking Boma. And Boma was thick. She was the thickest thing on damn Dragon Ball Z.
True.
And she was my favorite character. So, what was your first character that you cosplayed?
So, my first character was Velma from Scooby-Doo. Like, my first official one that I went out to do, it was definitely Velma. But other than that, prior, I had actually cosplayed Scorpion for the Mortal Kombat 21 movie remake.
So do you look for cosplay that people don't normally cosplay?
I look for cosplays that I feel like I have to relate to the character for the most part in order for me to cosplay him. Like if I see something in them that I see in myself, that's already a good candidate for me. Or if I imagine a different style of a well-beloved character. Like I have a few that I kind of posted a thing for, but I haven't really like posted it. Like for an example, Esmeralda from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm hoping that I get to go to Ren Fair this year, so then that way I can debut her there.
Word. Shit, because now when you go to the cons, right? Because I know the lady, because like I said, what the reaction you get from the fans?
I get memories. That's one thing that I noticed. I get memories from those, you know, because I get super surprised when people say that they recognize me, or if another cosplayer's talked about me in a positive manner. And you know, I either can make new friends, just fun pictures to look back on. I have a good amount of people who have met me, and they met me that same day, and next thing you know, I'm stepping on their necks and their backs. Those are so much fun.
Oh, so so we're dominatrix too, huh?
Hello? Yes.
Oh my God. See, so the cosplay plays
into
the
dominatrix.
Me? Yeah, I can hear you. So the cosplay plays into the dominatrix side of things. In some ways.
For the most part, yeah. It just depends on which cosplays I do as well. But for the most part, yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah.
9 times out of 10. But there's like that 1% that not 1%, at least a good 10%, but I'm trying to make it grow to like 50-50. Because I've been focusing on a lot more of my sexual cosplays, but for now I kind of want to go into more that, you know, a lot of people grew up with, that I can actually, like, I guess, wear out in public and not necessarily get catcalled.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that Raven outfit, the men loved you.
Yeah, that's the one that I step on people the most in.
Oh my goodness! So are you a switch?
I can be, but I'm only a switch to those that I trust with my life.
Yeah, I feel you. Definitely.
So it's very rare.
So now the question is, how do one monetize their cosplay?
You just get out there and just, you know, for example, if you're going on TikTok, you find audios that you feel like can relate to the character that you're doing, and go from there, or just find types of videos that you like to do or like to create, and then just go for there. Like, for example, my favorite types of TikToks to do are transition TikToks. So I'll look like in my normal clothes for one moment, then all of a sudden switches over into my cosplay. Something about those is just a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. They see her regular, and then she just turns into Vixen, the sexy ass Vixen out of this bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know. So now I also see you have OnlyFans. So now, because we keep it real on my show, what have you, many of the girls do have more risque content on their OnlyFans. You know, some of it might be sex, some of it may not. What do one may find on your OnlyFans? What type of content do you throw on there?
So how it works for me is I normally have, at random times, I'll have my just maybe videos or pictures of me getting out the shower. I may have some other videos of me just twerking or just doing whatever, honestly. But pretty much all of my content, for the most part, is solo, unless I'm working with somebody.
Okay.
Like, I would only work with females or other women. So I recently, last year, had my first collab ever with another person, and it was with the lovely internet e-girl mommy Juliet Michelle, otherwise known as Bishojo Mom. She's such a sweetheart. We worked together and we decided to do cosplays of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, where I did the Grim Reaper, and then she did the Grim's girlfriend, Malaria, from the one episode. And it was a lot of fun. So it's mostly pictures and maybe like a few videos, but I had a ball with her. And then I also worked with a friend of mine for Christmas. Her name is Shebe. We did like ugly sweaters and a lot of cute pictures together.
Okay. So when you say solos, what do you mean by solos? So my fans
Just
can understand.
videos of me.
Okay.
I also offer other content as well on there, but normally for like special sales I'll have on them.
Yeah.
Like for an example, I currently have a video out of me. I took a video of me when I got out the shower the other day, just twerking from different positions, rubbing oil, all that good stuff. But I will say I've been trying to move myself from OF and trying to stay more on Playboy because Playboy seems to motivate me a lot more because they have like the title rankings and stuff like that. And on top of that, you know, saying that I'm a Playboy Bunny, which is true, is kind of better than saying I'm an OF model if you really think about it. Like, which one sounds more interesting to you?
Playboy, actually, because I grew up on Playboy, so there you go.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna ask you this then. So it's safe to say you don't do porn content. Your stuff is tease. Am I correct?
Pretty much. So every now and then I'll do things with like toys and stuff like that, but I don't normally like to do things with toys, if that makes sense.
I see what you're saying. So do you have boy girl content? Well,
No.
girl content per se, meaning that it might be a strap on, y'all mess around or anything like that.
I did at one point with my ex, but I don't associate with her anymore.
Okay. I see what you're saying. So the reason why I asked that, because of course you know the stigma on OnlyFans. You know, and we also do know a lot of the cosplay girls do bust it open. They do boy girl. They may not promote it, but they do in some Instagram girls. How were you able not to run into that pitfall? Because it seemed like you found a way and a lane to not fall into that.
Well, I mean, like, I know people in the community who do, which I don't knock them for at all. I just don't. It just doesn't feel like it fits for me. And ironically enough, although yes, I work in the community which is pretty much sex filled all the time. I'm not sexually active at all. I haven't, had sex since November of 2021.
Yeah. You've been, it's been a while for you.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm waiting for the right person. On top of that, when you work around something for so long, it's just kind of like, I can live without it.
Yeah. So because the reason why I say that, because sometimes people think that you can't make money off the teasers, or you can't make long-term money off the teasers. And I always said, if you take something off the table, the rest of it may be so damn good that we forgot you took it off the table. And apparently you so damn good that people don't care.
Like, I don't know how, but I appreciate nonetheless.
Yeah, but see, also at the same token, when you pick your cosplay, like I said, the people you relate to, do you, how can I put this? Because I noticed that you love to show the sex appeal and the sex symbolism of it, because cosplay ladies are sex symbols in many ways. How do you shape that outfit for it to show off the assets per se?
Well, I will say, for one, not every cosplay girl is, sex appeal driven.
Yeah.
For starters, because, yes, we make cosplay characters from different, that people may find attractive or have dreamed of in their fantasies, but we're not your fantasy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, we dress up and do these things, but we are not yours to command. We are doing our own thing and having our own type of fun. You only know me from the pictures and videos that I post on social media. Therefore, my life is not in your hands. But I just put on my outfit and I just walk out the door. That's it.
I mean, I ain't gonna front you. Your lady lumps is nothing that you can hide. So
I like.
I mean, you one of them ones that it doesn't matter what you wear, it's gonna look sexy no matter what.
I'll just put on a big ass shirt that's like 4 times bigger than me, some baggy sweats, and a different wig, and then I don't know. I won't even put on makeup sometimes, and then people are just like, "Oh my god, you're so pretty," and I'm just like, I didn't even do anything.
See, I think people, I believe in energy, and I see that you're a woman that has a very strong sexual aura. Period. Have you ever noticed that?
Sorry, repeat that one more time.
I said I'm a proponent of energy and auras, and you seem like a one that has a very strong sexual aura. Period. Have you noticed that? In any way, shape, form, or fashion? Because I'm pretty sure that it's like it doesn't surprise me that you can walk around in baggy clothes and they still want to holler.
I mean, sometimes I'll be mad as hell about it too. I'm just like, damn, I just want to go and grab myself some pads or something, and you guys are wanting my number. There was one time at my old job where I was working as a customer service representative, and suddenly this guy comes in. This guy that was like 2 years younger than me decides to slide across the floor in front of the customer, and then ask me for my number.
Dad, she didn't say walk, she said slide, ladies and gentlemen. He was trying to impress her hard.
I was just in disbelief. I was just like, what's going on here?
Yeah, trust me, baby, I'm not surprised. You're very gorgeous.
Thank you.
Very gorgeous, very gorgeous. And so, now I got to ask you this question: Do you watch the superhero movies and stuff like that? I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah, I do. I need to. I probably will go watch Deadpool and Wolverine sometime this weekend, maybe,
Oh
or
yes,
next weekend.
I plan to rent that.
I haven't really watched any new superhero movies since Doctor Strange House of Madness, honestly, because like
Okay.
after Endgame, and I was working at the movie theaters at that time too when Endgame came out. And when I went to go see that movie, it kind of felt like closure for me.
Yeah.
So I didn't really feel the need to go really look at any of the other movies, but I may peek here and there.
So now the reason why I asked, because I don't know if you heard the news who's playing Doctor Doom.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
What was your thought when you saw that?
I was excited, honestly. I like to see. I love it. I love duality.
Yeah.
I love duality.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people was like, why are they doing that? Oh my God. I'm like, it actually kind of makes sense, because if there was a variant of Iron Man, I would think it would be Doctor Doom.
Yeah, but I would like to see if they would do like if Storm does get involved with that. Oops. If you're good. If Storm is somehow involved, which I don't think she would be, I have seen comics of Doctor Doom and Storm interacting with each other, and it's like they kind of do, like, there's chemistry there that I would like to see on the big screen at some point. But since I know that won't happen.
Yeah, because I'm curious to see who they're gonna get to play Storm. Because I know the X-Men is coming, and Storm definitely gonna be one of them. So I wonder who they're gonna get to play Storm. I heard Janae Monáe. I even heard rumors of Rihanna and stuff. So who would you want to see? Who would you want to see play Storm?
That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure, honestly.
I want to see Janae Monáe. I think she'll rock it, and plus she looks it.
Janae Monáe would be a good one. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head though, which sucks.
Yeah, because it's like with Janae Monáe, and then Rihanna. I don't know Rihanna would fit per se. Her anyway.
I feel like she has the will. She would have the willpower for one. So because she knows how to command a room.
Oh yeah, and then too, also what I want to see girls cosplay is from the boys, Sister Sage. I find her so sexy, And
Now, I will say I actually did not watch The Boys. Now, my mom did. I only know a little bit about him from like the memes and stuff, and then on top of that, I learned as much as I could about him while I was playing Mortal Kombat.
and are you talking about Homelander? No, I ain't talking about
Yes.
Homelander. I'm talking
No,
about
I'm just saying I don't know what any of the other characters are
Oh,
except for him, the Deep, and A Train. Those are the only three characters in Noir. But
yeah.
those are the only characters I can say I know.
Oh no, I'm a boys. Boys, Star Wars, and Marvel, and of course DC. But it's a black character who is named Sister Sage, and her power is she's the most intelligent person on the earth. And I love the outfit and the way she looks. She's just so sexy to me. She got the locks, and it's funny. She's way smarter than Homelander. And what's crazy about her is, like, she fucked the Deep. But in order for her to fuck the Deep, she had to give herself a lobotomy. But the beauty of it, her brain has healing factor. So she was able to heal herself after a while. But I just loved her outfit, the way that she looked. Period. What characters that you have not cosplayed yet that you're eyeing that you want to cosplay?
So Cammy from Street Fighter is definitely one, as well as Ivy from Soul Calibur. I feel like she would be a big one.
Ooh, I love Soul Calibur. That's one of my favorite games.
Hey, if you want to ever help fund me for that cosplay, let me know.
Yeah, because you always got to have she had the sword, I think.
The whip sword.
Yeah.
The armor.
Yeah. And two, also,
I actually will be oops, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you about to say, babe?
Hopefully, if things go well within the next 2 weeks, I should be debuting a character from Street Fighter. I won't say who it is quite yet, but I will say that they announced this person will be in the new Fighting Pass. That's all I'm going to say.
Ooh, so for you gamers, y'all better go check that out. And speaking about gaming, let's talk about the gamer side of things. What got you into that? Doing the Twitch, the game, the gamer side of things.
I've been slacking on my Twitch. I'm not even gonna lie. I forgot. I think the last time I played on Twitch, I think I was testing out a character for MK1. But I know for sure the next time I go live will definitely be for the expansion pack of Mortal Kombat 1. I'm more interested in the story than I am. Like, the characters they announced for Combat Pack 2 is 50-50, I will admit. But the story is what gets me intrigued the most. I pre-ordered the game, and the moment that it came out, I got super high and streamed it. I did have a couple of internet difficulties, but I went through it like it was nothing, and I was a little disappointed. But I know it's also because the game wasn't really as complete, and Quan Chi wasn't even, Quan Chi wasn't even finished beforehand. So, but then the second time I played, when I got my mom to play with me, when things got harder, I was like, shit.
I have not played video games in so long, and Mortal Kombat was one of the ones I used to play.
It's one of my favorites. What got me into gaming was, so growing up, my favorite game was Just Dance. It still kind of is, but it's a little it's now more of a, like, play with friends. So it's more of a social game for me now, instead of me just genuinely playing it for hours at home. But not many people you can just go up to and talk about dance games with. So I wanted to find more games to, relate with other people and make friends with in high school, in middle school. So I found myself to fighting games. So I found Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, which it suddenly triggered a memory that I actually played when I was younger at a barber shop with some other kids. And then right around that time too, they announced Mortal Kombat X was coming out. So I started going down a whole rabbit hole of, like, studying and just learning about the game and its history. And then that was like the game that realize I can talk to with people that doesn't give me motion sickness, because most games do, which is why I normally stick to certain types of games. So my favorite games altogether: Just Dance, Dance Central, Mortal Kombat, Beat Saber, and Tetris.
She said Tetris.
A very wide variety.
That's a very wide variety. She ended it with Tetris, people. That's a stress reliever game. That's
Tetris, and then there's also Solitaire.
Yes, Lord, and everything. So with you, how, because it seems like you have a wide variety of a fan base. You feel what I'm saying? Because you had the BDSM side, because of course, when I'm pretty sure when they look at you, they smell dominatrix. You feel me? You have the gamer side, you have the cosplay side. Which fan base is more rabid?
The BDSM side, naturally. I get some wild requests from people. I mean, I get some from the cosplay community too. And, bonus points if somebody's wanting a bit of both. But man,
what's some of the crazy shit you get for BDSM? Because me being a dom, I can imagine.
Well, there have been times where people wanted me to do stuff that I'm just kind of like, I feel like that's not what I'm into, so therefore I don't think I could make that happen. Like, there have been times where people wanted to pay me to mail them my own like feces.
Yeah, I was not surprised there.
It was like the first time I got surprised by it, because they said that they said they would pay more per pound and stuff like that, and I was just like, wow.
You'd be surprised at things that people are into.
Oh yeah, no, I'm realizing that more and more as like I go on. Like the other day, somebody on Playboy, they asked if I could be like brothers and sisters with them, but then they also kept using the word baby in the sentences as well, and I was just like, oh dear God. Where are these people coming from? Damn.
But see, the thing about it is that's when, because technically when you dibble in that's part of the sex world. What people don't realize is that they're way more open than just normal civilians. Because when you talk about BDSM, we also talk about kinks and fetishes. And these kinks and fetishes can be very, very extreme. And you being a dominatrix, yeah, they're gonna want some extreme stuff, because how many actually try to meet you in person?
So many has tried to meet me in person, but I don't do meetups. Not because I thought about doing it at one point, just like for people. So somebody wanted me to pay them. Somebody wanted to pay me for kicking them in the balls, like for some hours, and something about the guy I just didn't like. Like, I was okay with the idea of doing that, but something about this guy was just really off-putting. So I was just like, I'm going to, until further notice, I don't think I'll do any meetups like that. I mean, like, if you want to say hello to me after like a burlesque performance that I do at a convention or something like that, then that's fine. But me being alone with you in a hotel room, no.
So now, would you do virtual?
One more time.
Would you do virtual?
Virtual is a bit more doable.
Yeah, because I'm surprised no one has ever tried to book you for a you know what I'm saying, a cam private. You feel what I'm saying?
People are starting to ask me if I do private calls, and I'm getting more and more into the idea of it, but I only will do it on Playboy. Like, I only offer private calls if you're sub to me on Playboy.
See, so people, what you're learning is you need to get on Playboy if you really want to see something from this girl. You feel what I'm saying? From this lady. I'm just saying.
Cause I go live. I go live on there a lot more now. I'll play like Sexy Just Dance or something like that. Cause I'll try to do it for here and there on TikTok, but I'm like one live away from getting banned. So I'm one violation away.
I mean, what burlesque are you doing on Playboy to get banned?
No, not play. So what I do, for an example, the other day
Oh, okay. What you about to get banned on? You say you about to get banned on?
I'm about to get banned on TikTok if I get one more violation.
Oh my God. Yeah, TikTok. I used to get flagged for audio video. It's just a picture with the video behind it. But for my podcast. And I used to get flagged for that. I'm like, the picture ain't showing nothing. The words ain't saying nothing. The shit really ain't saying nothing too controversial.
No, there was one time I think I mentioned OnlyFans and they took my shit down, and I was like, "Damn."
Oh my God! Yeah, I swear this sensitive these social medias. I swear, I stay in Facebook jail.
Oh Lord, not Facebook jail.
I stay in Facebook jail because they want a place where I promote, and it does give me traction or what have you. So now I got to ask you about the burlesque because, like, what music do you dance to, and how do you prep for your burlesque shows?
So I actually I made a playlist on Spotify. And every now and then I'll just sit there and listen to music and feel like if I feel like a certain character can fit it, or if I feel like it's something that I can just imagine doing something powerful to, then I'll add it to the playlist.
Mm-hmm. So my listeners can understand what's the difference between burlesque and stripping.
Burlesque is a routine, so it's basically a dance choreography itself. With stripping, you just take your clothes off and woo. But anybody can strip, but anybody can do burlesque too. But there's also two separate types of confidences that go into it.
Mm-hmm.
With burlesque, there's also more creativity, and I guess people would say it's more tasteful, depending. But some people who do burlesque, they just strip. So it's just kind of like normally it's a routine. It's a routine that you put creativity into.
Yeah, and two, because
cosplay burlesque more.
Yeah, and two, because them big boobies, you ain't got to go completely nude. So them seeing the boobies, they happy anyway.
I mean,
but
it's rare, but sometimes people do. Not me, but sometimes people would. I just like the idea of just doing a lot of creative things. It's like you can look, but you can't touch, because I will beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah, that's one thing about burlesque. You ain't touching, no, and it's more of an elegant, sexy dance than you just sitting there on your knees twerking and booty clapping. Period.
Right.
And stuff.
So and on top of that, I go by a different name when I do burlesque. So I'll ask whoever is emceeing just to say, hey, just say, SpiderGeMo, aka Lady Viper Honey.
I like
so
my
burlesque name is my burlesque name is Lady Viper Honey.
I like that, honey.
Be careful, this bee stings.
Hey, they make you sting me all day long with your sexy ass. So I got to ask this, because you got Spider in your name. I saw that you did do a Spider Woman cosplay. Period. How much investment does it take for these outfits?
Okay, well, I will start off by saying my name has nothing to do with like the Spider-Man franchise itself. I will say that much. So let me get into that real quick. So the reason why my name is SpiderGeMo, and I also have to make sure that people know that it's Gemo and not Gemo or anything like that. But Spider, I use it as, so in the spiritual realm, because I am spiritual, the spider is considered the co-creator of life, and they're willing to give you anything and everything that you ask for in terms of help. But as long as they're only willing to do it if you're willing to give up your pride and just ask for help. Not to mention, when it comes to the life, there are many connections to everything that's around us, and a lot of people. I have a lot of connections as well. With the other thing about it, so it's just like I really relate to the spider. Plus, my favorite cousin, my late favorite cousin, the last gift she gave me were spider web earrings, and it was the one time that I realized somebody in the family truly understood me. Rest her soul.
That's deep. I like that. So it's safe to say a spider is your spirit.
Pretty much, but I also like to associate with the dragon. In the Chinese zodiac, I'm born the year of the dragon, but also I appreciate the dragon for its wisdom.
See, that explains everything, because the energy I get from you is the energy I get from you from your pictures is mystical. You know, period. Even with one of your pictures that you took when you was in I guess was in the pool, and you had the curly purple hair, it was like a mystical sense in that photo shoot or what have you. So I take it that you a woman that believes in other words, you on a different path. You on a higher consciousness per se.
Forgive me, but for some reason I had a bit of a connection, so I didn't get to hear the first half of your question.
No, what I said was, you seem like a woman that is very, very spiritual. You feel me?
Yes.
I kind of got that from even some of your pictures, like one picture in particular when you was in a pool, you know, and you had the purple curly hair. I love that hair. It was just sexy as fuck. But it's like you're a woman that's very spiritual. How much do you tap into spirituality when it comes to this?
I am a true believer of karma. It's just whatever you put into the world, it will come back to you 10 times stronger. And just
I'm like that too.
Yeah, honestly, I do hope to find enlightenment. But I'm also young, so I try to do things, try to have fun when I can, but I'm also not too I'm not too much of a risk taker either. So it's just kind of like, Oh, but before I forget, the other half of my name, Gemo. Pronounce it. It's Gee. So like for an example, Maniac McGee. Just say it like that. So Gemo basically is just explaining how I'm a goth girl, but sometimes I like to act emo or have an emo persona from time.
Oh, so it's a mix of goth and emo.
Pretty much.
See, now y'all understand the damn name, people. So get that shit right.
Period.
Oh my God! So people, I done held this lady up here for an hour, and she's driving and everything. So I don't want to hold her up, but I got to ask her the $1 million question. SpiderGeMo, can I call you a smoke buddy?
Yeah.
Say no more.
Smoke buddy?
Smoke buddy, yes. So y'all heard her say, yeah, you know what that means. She will be back here on the Smokers Lounge. And for my premium smokers, we're going to bring those boobies to the premium smoke room. That's right, people. On loyal fans, it gets more provocative, it gets more wild, it gets more crazy, it gets more unpredictable. The conversation gets more saucier. It's 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy, 4 sexy hostesses for you to fall in love with, and tits might come out, dildos might pop out. You don't know unless you subscribe. And over in the video section, the video store, you can see me in action. So everything I talk about in this podcast, I did. Also, for my Spotify users, I got you covered too. Savage Smoke. That's right. I talk to the industries, top male talent and producers. We give you that real smoke about the industry from a male perspective. Plus, on top of that, over 300 episodes, ranging from limited podcast series that I did, premium smoke podcast episodes that's not on loyal fans, and also some special episodes that I did also. So you got a lot to binge, 2 ways to get special content from the STO podcast family. So with that being said, SpiderGeMo, tell everybody where they can find you and spend money on you, baby.
You can find me on Playboy. My name is pretty much the same, SpiderGeMo. You can also find me on Twitter, SpiderGeMo Gene, Instagram, SpiderGeMo, but it's spelled with a 0 because Instagram fucking sucks.
Yes, it does sometimes. I even go for it. So there
Yep.
you go.
I also take customs as well. So if you want to buy me a cosplay or anything like that, and you want to see a specific type of video, we can also talk about that as well. But yep. There you go.
There you go, people. So y'all know where to go spend that money so she can continue doing what she's doing. And congratulations on being a Playboy Bunny. So
Thank you.
it is beautiful. So, people, with that being said, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Ms. Gemo, say goodbye to the smokers.
Good night.